You must be used to me simping. And all that sweet whining and dining while I'm smashing you tonight. Okay, so repeat after me. Say no to foodie calls. Say no, 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 no. Say nah, 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 nah. In this video, we're going to talk about why dinner on first dates is dead. This video was sponsored by OKStupid. Everyone is looking for love. Well, now you can find it on OKStupid. It's the brand new dating site that lets you send your bank account info to hot girls in exotic countries like Thailand and Cambodia. OKStupid also has a feature where you can book flights to your significant other without vetting her or knowing her real name. There are tons of beautiful women on there that you can choose from who are ready to marry you, clean out your life savings, get pregnant, then divorce you in as little as 1 month. Don't miss this deal of a lifetime. Use our special promo code IDIOT and pay 25% more when you sign up to get all of your assets and resources taken from you because you were trying to lead with your wallet. Now you can pay her whole family's expenses and sponsor them to get their citizenship too. Your house will be their house. Thanks to OKStupid, you'll be living with her mother, father, sisters, brothers, cousins, nieces, nephews, aunts, uncle, grandmother, friends, and her real husband too. OKStupid, it's where dumb guys go to find love.
You've been sleeping far too long, and now is the time to wake up. This is the Blu Pill Exodus.
Hey, what's up? This is BPX representing the Blu Pill Exodus. I talk about various topics and share my experiences to help you awake from the Blu Pill way of thinking. Today, we're going to talk about why dinner on first dates is dead. But before we begin, take a second and click that like button. If you want to contribute to the discussion, leave a comment below. Also, click that bell icon and subscribe to our channel. You'll receive notifications when new videos are released. And last but not least, make sure that you share this video with all of your buddies. Okay, let me give you the scenario. You met this girl, either you met her on the street, you cold approached her, or you met her online. And then you vibing, you clicking with her and everything, and it's time to set up the date. So you decide to say, hey, let me take you out to dinner. And you set up a time and place. She meets you at the location. She meets you at the restaurant. And then you proceed to have dinner with her. So you're eating and you're talking and food is flying out your mouth probably. It seems like everything is going good. She's flirting with you while she's having a sip of her drink. She's enjoying her meal. And then you finish your food and she says, hold on, I'll be right back. I'm going to use the bathroom. While she goes to use the bathroom, the check comes and you pay for it. You pay for the whole thing, of course, because you're such a gentleman. And then she comes back. She says, oh, I had a great time. It was good knowing you. And then both of y'all go out the restaurant. You probably give her a hug or even a kiss. And then she says, oh, I'll give you a call later. Thanks for the food. And that's basically it. You get home, she might even call you and say, hey, I had a great time. And then you said, oh, I had a great time too. Let's do this again sometime. And then you hang up the phone. So what's really going on here? What really happened? After you hung up the phone, you could have even planned the next date with her, which you should not do. You should not plan dates so quickly after the first date. But let's say you even planned a next date with her and she complied and she said, yeah, okay, I'll see you then. And the date doesn't happen. What really happened? And you're saying, damn, she had a great time at dinner. I took her to a nice fancy restaurant. I spent $300 on the food. What happened? Buddy, she just used you as a foodie call and she used you to get some attention for that night. So guess what she was doing while she was in the bathroom? She was calling up Steve and she was like, okay, Steve, I'm at dinner, but I'll see you later on tonight. And while you're sitting at the table thinking, oh, this girl is the woman of my dreams. I think I'm in love. I wonder what our kids will look like. I can't wait for this woman to be my wife. You're all amped up because you got a good looking chick right across from you. You're having a great time at dinner with her, but it doesn't jump off like that. See, what happens is you messed up by putting yourself in the provider role. You also messed up by putting her on a pedestal by paying for her food. The thing is, you don't even know this chick. You probably met her once and you talked to her on the phone maybe for a few minutes or even an hour or something like that. But you don't know who she is, so why are you paying for her food? Women have jobs nowadays. In most cases, they make way more money than you do. You take it upon yourself to say, I want to look like an alpha male, I want to be the man, I want to lead. Basically, you're leading with your wallet. Even if you're the one who asked her out, don't pay for her food. I get it that you want to look like an alpha male provider and a leader in this situation, but what you really are is a free meal. No, seriously, she has you saved in her phone as free food. Just think about it. She's so infatuated with you. Well, you think she's so infatuated with you and you think she's feeling you and everything, but is she offering to come out her pockets and pay for anything? Is she offering to even contribute and pay for the drinks at least? I don't think so. You see, what's really going on here is that nowadays, in the times we live in, women are going on multiple dates because they have many options. They have tons of guys getting thrown at them through social media like Facebook, through dating apps like Plenty of Fish, OKStupid, Match. They're on all of those dating apps. They're not on one of them, not all of them. What's happening is that they're talking to multiple guys and multiple guys are offering to take them out to dinner. And a lot of the times these guys are offering to go all out and give them lavish gifts and take them out to expensive restaurants. They're doing this to win the girls' hearts and to get one up on the competition. But what's really happening is that you're leading with your wallet. If she really wanted to see you, she would be cool with going to the park or just going to get like a cup of coffee or something at Starbucks. But you don't have to come out your pockets and spend all this money on her. And at the end of the night, you probably only get a kiss or something like that. You probably won't even get a kiss. Sometimes she don't even want to touch you. She don't even want to give you a hug, but she'll play it off and say, oh, I had a great time. Thanks for the dinner. And you'll never hear from her again. Now, picture yourself doing this about 10 or 20 times. Let's say you're spending $300 a pop because you got it like that on all these women. Even if you got it like that, what you're doing is you're starting to put women up on a pedestal, and that's not cool. You're also starting to bleed your pockets dry. Whatever you do, stay away from the dinner dates. Think of other creative things, because what's going to happen is that you're at the dinner table and you're talking and eating at the same time, and talking and eating is not cool. Matter of fact, if she says, oh, let's do dinner or let's do lunch, say, I don't like to do dinner because I don't like to talk and eat. Talking and eating is gross, and that's a fact. Just stand up for yourself and tell her, I don't do dinner. How about we go to the park? Or how about we grab a cup of coffee? Or how about we get drinks? Now, when you take her out for drinks, don't pay for her drink either. You pay for yours, let her pay for her drink. Who is she that she can't pay for her drinks? And is she paying for your drinks? No. If anything, say you get the first round and I'll get the second. It's like you gotta challenge them and give them little tests, because they're going to take it for granted that you're taking them out for dinner or even drinks. They're going to take that for granted. And most of the time, they won't even give you a call back. Most of the time, they won't even say thank you and say, I had a good night. They'll just feel entitled and walk off and saying, I got another free dinner. That sucker. It's sad to say, but that's how women think nowadays. So you got to stay away from dinner dates from now on. Say, I don't do dinner. No dinner dates. She's going to save you in her phone as a foodie call. Don't even bother with it. Just cut your losses right now and say, I don't do dinner. If you really want to get to know me, or if you really want to see me tonight, let's grab a drink, or let's grab a cup of coffee, or even come over to my place and I'll make dinner, or let's just chill at my place. Let's do dinner and drinks. A lot of the times women are going to say, I don't feel comfortable coming over to your place, or I don't feel comfortable coming over. You're a stranger. If they're bold enough to say that, then they're really not feeling you. Because if a woman was really feeling you, she'll be like, okay, cool. Because if she's really into you, she's going to take that chance to come over because she feels comfortable with you and she's infatuated with you. So she's going to come over and she's going to do drinks and dinner or a movie at your place. But think of other options and think of other things to do besides an expensive restaurant and dinner. That's not cool. Another thing that may happen is you might take her out to dinner more than once. You might take her out to dinner 3 and 4 times. And what's happening is that she's going to put you in a role as the beta male provider. And she's also not even going to give you anything because she's going to be like, well, if I give him some nookie, then he might not want to see me anymore. He might not take me out to dinner anymore because I gave him some nookie. So you just pegged yourself as the beta male provider. All the while, she has another guy who's laying down the brickwork to her. She has another guy in her phone that's laying down the pipe. Which one do you want to be? Do you want to be the pipe layer or do you want to be the beta male provider who's taking her to all these expensive restaurants in hope of getting some nookie? You got to make a decision on which way you want to go, but do not be a beta male provider. Now, keep in mind, we're talking about first dates, but it should be some reciprocation. Like, let's say you're in a long-term relationship with this chick already. There should still be reciprocation. Sometimes let her pay for the food, or if she doesn't want to, ask her, well, not ask her, but tell her to cover the bill sometimes. I was in a situation one time that I was taking a chick out to dinner constantly. And, you know, this was my girl and everything. So I thought she would just offer to take me out sometimes. And I kept on taking her out and paying for it and paying for it. And I saw a pattern. So one time I took her out and I took her to dinner. And afterwards, I even took her bowling. And guess what? I paid for the dinner. I paid for the drinks while we was having dinner. Then when I took her bowling, I paid for the bowling. And then I paid for the food while we was bowling. And I paid for the drinks. So I paid for everything for the whole night. And then I caught myself and I said, hey, listen, you pay for the next time. Next time that we go out, you pay for it. And guess what happened? She blew up and then she was enraged. She just blew up. She just went crazy. I was like, damn, what the hell? But what was happening there is that she was so entitled. No guy have ever approached her and told her, hey, it'll be cool if you pay for something once in a while. No guy had the balls to stand up to her and say that to her. She had this sense of entitlement, so she wasn't used to that. If more guys stood up for themselves and say, okay, if I pay for this, maybe you could pay for this. Not even maybe. If I pay for this, you could pay for this. Or next time you pay for the dinner since I paid for it this time. You got to stand up for yourself, because if you don't, they're going to keep on taking advantage of you, and they're going to be smiling. They're going to be twirling your hair. They're going to be giving you the googly eyes, and then they're going to walk out and they're going to think about the next guy. They're not even going to be thinking about you. They're going to be thinking about the next guy and thinking about how to fleece the next guy for dinner and drinks and gifts, and you're not even going to be getting any action. Sometimes I got action, but still, I don't like the idea of men paying for things all the time while women have this sense of entitlement that they could just take. You know, women have nice jobs nowadays. This is not like the 1940s or the 1920s where women were impoverished and men were the sole providers. It's different now. We're in the 2000s. We're in a new millennium, and women have the means to pay for their own things now. They also have the means to sometimes pay for ours. If we're ready to come out our pockets and pay for their stuff, they should be willing to do the same, because they have just as much money as us. And sometimes they have much more. Just don't feel that you have to always pay for everything. Speak up for yourself and say, I pay for dinner this time, you pay for dinner the next. Okay, I pay for dinner, you could cover the drinks. Stick up for yourself. Be ready to confront them if you feel that an injustice is being served against you. That's going to be your fault if you're being taken advantage of, and if you don't have the balls to speak up for yourself. It's only your fault. Don't let them fleece you. Just speak up for yourself and say, no dinner dates, or say, I pay for dinner, you pay for drinks, or you pay for dinner, I pay for drinks. Come to some type of compromise, but don't just sit back and let them take from you, because that's going to be draining your pockets. It's going to be draining your time, your energy, and your resources. And at the end of the day, you're going to feel like you've been taken advantage of, and you're going to feel like you've been used. So cut that out now. Dinner dates are dead. That's it for this video, but click that like button or leave a comment down below if you want to contribute to the discussion. This is BPX signing off, saying you don't have to be an alpha male, sigma male, red pill, purple pill, black pill, or even go MGTOW, which is MGTOW. But please, just please don't simp and be a white knight, blue pill, beta male provider.